Okay, quick view of the semi-final circuit. We have two LEDs here hooked up. Red lines merge together to the positive, black lines negative, going up here to a ground that I have just threaded through and is coming out the hole at the top. The tape's just there temporarily to keep the wire from moving too much. Now, the positive lead will actually connect just to this side of the reed switch. The other side of the reed switch is connected to the positive lead, which threads up similarly to the ground to a positive terminal. This way, the closet will be quote-unquote plug and play once everything's inserted. The reed switch, all these wires, and the two LEDs will go inside the hollow through the back there. And then the only thing coming out the top will be these two terminals, which I'll thread back up into the ship and plug in with the existing infrastructure in the walls that I'm putting in. Let's solder this up and see how it goes. Cool, okay, quick bit of soldering. Now, don't judge the sloppiness of my soldering, please. Presto. Okay, we have two lights. Just slide the wire covers into place, the heat shrink. Oops, awesome. I accidentally pre-shrunk my shrink. Ta-da! We have our two LEDs. We have the reed switch. We've got the heat shrinks in place, and in theory, all of this will slot right in there. And cool. Okay, before we get everything too permanently in place, let's see if this works. Positive to positive, ground to ground, two LEDs. Reed switch already tucked in. Good start. Appears the lights turn on. Let's see if I have the reed switch actually tucked in the right place. Hmm. Technical difficulties. Let's see if I can get this to work in the right magnetic location. Okay, putting some finishing touches up on glue. Yeah, this is a nifty little UV pen glue thing. Got it on Amazon. I'll provide the link in the comments. But basically, it's got glue stick or a little glue applier on one end, and then this UV light with a pen battery on the other end. And the glue doesn't dry until you shine the UV light on it. But once you shine the UV light on, it basically solidifies in like less than 5 seconds. And I think the full cure is technically maybe like 30 seconds or whatever. But it means you can apply glue to a very hard to reach place or whatever and position your object around, get it just right, and then bam, hit it with the light and it'll freeze in place. And so that's perfect for these LEDs, which I was trying to line up in here. And super glue, basically, the moment it touched the wrong surface, it would have stuck in place and I would have been kind of hosed. So anyways, just applying an extra layer to the two LEDs and used it to actually hold the reed switch in place. So hopefully nothing should move now, and ta-da. So now for the big reveal, as it were. I'll tuck those wires in. Okay, final result, moment of truth. Let's see what it looks like. Got the closet, 2 simple leads leading out of the top. And let's get it hooked up and see what's what. So, it's powered on. And the moment I open a door, the lights turn on. And yeah, you can see it's got that nice glow coming out of the 2 lights in the top. And casts nice shadows and kind of dramatic lighting within there. And when I close it, light goes off. On, off, on, off. Now, unfortunately, the magnet you can see is not flush, it kind of sticks out. I had 1 magnet in there alone, and I wasn't strong enough actually, wasn't working. And from my limited understanding of the magic of magnets, they kind of compound in strength if you combine multiples. And so I think that actually with the second magnet stuck in there, kind of boosts the strength, the overall magnetic field as they kind of combine. And that was enough to do the trick. I think I can live with it. Maybe I'll paint it so the texture matches the closet, but I feel like that's a small imperfection and an otherwise very kind of seamless integration of closet lighting. Now these 2 leads will actually go up through kind of the ceiling into this part that's hidden between the shell and the ceiling itself and connect with the rest of the electrical system. And if you look in the back, we have our horrible looking mishmash of the wires and lights and the reed sensors in there somewhere, but it all slots nicely into that little hollow nook and keeps it nice and clean. And once this is affixed to the wall, obviously you won't really see anything of that mess. And when this is flush against the ceiling, you won't see that either. So you'll just see this. Yeah, pretty satisfied with how this turned out. We'll include it as part of the final video when I've reassembled everything and the ship's all one thing. But for now, real stoked for that. Hope you guys enjoyed and found this helpful.